Welcome again to the Platinum Mental YouTube channel. Following up on our series on physical well-being, I had previously discussed physical activities, sleep, and on the last episode I discussed stress and stress management. Today's episode is time management. This is based on some of the emails I had received over the past couple of weeks asking the following question. How will I be able to find enough time to sleep for 7 hours or more every night? Or find time to be engaged in physical activities? Because the way it stands, I barely have enough time in the 24 hours to complete my tasks. Does this sound like you? If this is you, then we have a problem. And that problem is ineffective time management. Ineffective time management leads to undue stress. And this undue stress has a significant impact on your emotional, mental, and overall well-being. If you're an effective time manager, this topic is not for you. However, if you're constantly struggling with managing your time effectively, and sometimes you feel like a mouse in a spinning wheel, well, take a seat. You may learn one or two things from this episode. There are several tools out there to effectively manage your time, and several seminars out there to manage your time. However, in order for any of these seminars to be successful in implementing in your life, there are three things that has to be constant. You have to be intentional. You have to be able to prioritize, and at the same time, recognize when to say no when you identify that your plates are too full. One of the things we often struggle with is the ability to say no because of the perception that we are weak or incapable of meeting the challenges or demands that's at hand. Well, I'm here to tell you that being able to say no is actually empowering. It portrays that you actually understand your limitations. You understand your breaking point, and you understand what will bring undue stress onto you. I am by no means here to tell you that I know it all. However, what I'm about to share with you is a simple tool that I utilized personally as I embarked on my journey from burnout to becoming fully alive again. This tool is the 24 hours bucket concept. So how does this tool work? So you have a bucket and put your 24 hours day into this bucket. And put the bucket into different compartments and allot time, hours to specific tasks in each of the bucket. And make sure that you stuck with the time allotted to each of the tasks so that the tasks at hand are completed in a timely manner. So what happens is at the end of the day, you realize that you actually complete a majority of your tasks and you have ample time left to do things that add values to your life. So I'm going to share with you an example of this 24 hours bucket by giving you a window into my world. As an emergency medicine physician, I often work the early shifts. So I go to bed about 9:30, between 9 and 9:30 every night to wake up about 4:30. And by this time, I had slept for about 7 hours or more. This is important to me because I realize that sleeping 7 hours or more every night allows me to be mentally alert and focused in the morning to meet my challenges of the day. So I get up at 4:30, I work out, get ready for work, and commute to work. Then I spend 10 hours on the job from 6 to 4, and I spend about half an hour to commute home. So technically, I'd spend 19 and a half hours out of my 24 hours. So what I have left now is 5.5 hours. So what do I do with these 5.5 hours? I have to be intentional, I have to prioritize, and use them effectively on things that add values to my life, things that fills my bucket, things that brings me joy, such as spending time with my family, spending time with my friends and colleagues, or time for me to just be still, exhale, so I can take my next breath. My 24 hours are completely different from yours, and your priorities are sure completely different from mine. However, if you use this tool effectively and stuck with the time allotted to each of the tasks in that bucket, this tool might serve you well in effectively managing your time. Effective time management is very integral to our overall well-being. Ineffective time management, however, though, has a significant impact on your mental, emotional, and overall well-being. So for the sake of your well-being, we have to be effective time managers. And remember, to be effective time managers, you have to be intentional, you have to be able to prioritize, and be able to say no.